Hey guys, what is going on? This is Varoh here, and today I'm going to teach you how to do a professional grungy banner. This one I'm going to show you guys how to do with a simple logo. Today I'm going to use the phase logo. You can use any logo you want, your personal, your team's logo. You can also use text logos. Not sure if they look as clean, but I definitely prefer regular logos instead. So first you want to take your logo and you want to center it in the middle of your banner. I'm going to do a Twitter header because it's much smaller and easier, and that's what I prefer. So, first, you don't want to have the background as white. You want to have it a grungier look, and to do that, you're going to use gradient overlay, which gives it this darker look. And you don't want the opacity at 100, you want it lower. So probably at like 50, yeah, 50 would be good. So yeah, there you go. There's your background. You already have that done. Next are things you're going to get from packs. 100% you guys probably won't have these packs. Only if you do, then that's perfect. But yeah, these will be the packs that I'm using. The Trident exclusive pack and the Tri Ultimate pack. These both packs have, this one has a lot of grunge stuff. This one has grunge also. I like the stuff in this. This has some simple stuff that you'll be using right when you start. So let's start with this one. I'm going to be using, let me find it, this one. Just because like it has a lot of different textures in it and I like that. So you're going to overlay it over. You're going to duplicate it, which would be Control J or Command J. You get both these and you put them towards the bottom, towards the middle, and you want to put them on overlay. Actually, no, not overlay, sorry. You're going to keep them as normal, and you're going to lower the opacity. 56 seems good, 56, if you want to copy me exactly. If not, just however you guys feel like. Alright, that's perfect. So next, you want to add more of these, so I'm going to duplicate this, Control J again, put it a bit higher up, and I'm going to do Control H, Control J again, and I'm going to move this over here. I like to keep the top ones a bit lower opacity because it just looks like it's kind of fading out. So I'm going to do that. Just lower the opacity however you think looks best. So I did 27, around 20s on both of them. Let me add this. There you go. Oops. I don't know why I did that. 28, alright. Good enough. So then next is these. So I'm going to pull these, drag these in here. This one is a pretty sick one. We're going to add this on the side. Next one, this one. I'm going to add this in the middle because it just adds a cool background behind the phase logo. So to make things smaller in Photoshop, I feel like a lot of beginners will be watching this, so I'm just going to state some obvious stuff. You're going to want to do Control T, and so then you get this size box around here. And then to equally make it smaller, you're going to want to click Shift and Alt, and you're going to have to hold those down at the same time. You're going to drag that in to whatever size you feel is good enough. Alright, so I'm going to fit this right behind the phase logo, and I'm going to lower the opacity just a bit. That looks dope. 30s are good if you're copying me, like I said. Okay, add another one. And if you don't have these packs, another way to basically copy this would be using your paint tool and just kind of getting these stock images like this. You're just kind of splattering them over and lowering the opacity on them. That's another way. It's not exactly the same, but that's another way. So with these, you're going to want to lower the opacity also. You don't want it to be so dark. So 40, around 40s. Lower this one to 40 also. 40, 30, and let's lower this to 30. Alright, I think that looks pretty sick. Alright, and next, since it's a team and you want it to be professional, you want them to be able to display their sponsors. So I'm just going to add 2 of their sponsors here. Alright, perfect. And one quick thing that I wanted to teach you guys is spacing. A quick thing that I do with spacing. A lot of times you'll be dragging things in from packs and you won't know how to space them perfectly. So what I usually do is I zoom in a bit, which would be Control plus, and then you want to go to this rectangle tool, create a rectangle in between one of the logos on the side and the phase logo. So there's your spacing. You drag it to the other side and you make it touch the phase logo. You click on the scuff and you drag it right there. So there, it's equally distant, and then you delete that. And then you can zoom out using Control minus. So yeah, there's your banner. Let's add a bit more grungy look. This is a really simple one. I thought I'd start you guys off with something simple on my channel because I have a lot of beginner designers watching me, and so I thought I'd make it pretty easy. So this, I like the way it looks, but I kind of want it to be tilted the other way. So what I'm going to do is go to Edit, Transform, and Rotate. You're going to put it outside the box, and you're just going to drag down. That looks perfect. Click Enter. There you go. So I'm going to drag this up here a bit. That looks cool. And I don't like how dark this is, so I'm going to kind of erase a bit of it. And to erase like how I am, it's not completely erasing it, it's just kind of lowering the opacity on it. So you're going to want to lower the hardness when you do stuff like that. Lower the hardness to 0 and it won't erase it completely. Alright, that looks sick. Now I'll lower the opacity. There you go. Alright, next you want to add some vectors. I think that's what they're called. Try and find these bad boys. I'm not sure if they're in there. Here, halftones, that's what they're called. So you can add some of these around just to add more of a look. Some dots, there's one. Lower the opacity a bit. Adds more patterns around. Duplicate it using Control J. There's your duplication. Add a pair over here. Duplicate it again. You can add them like in the middle, but what I would do is add them in the middle and lower the opacity even more so they're harder to see. Alright, let's see what else. So yeah, when you make stuff like these, you just kind of like look in packs, see what you think would look cool. This is, I think, looking pretty good so far. I'm going to create a new layer using this. This is a new fresh layer. I'm going to go to the brush tool and let's add some splatters and just, oops, why are you freezing? Alright, add some splatters around. Let me try and find some sick ones. This one, I guess, maybe. Lower the size a bit. That's too small. Alright, I guess that's okay. Okay, and then to change the color, you're going to want to go down here. Click on this, and you want to have like a grayish to match the gray background. So kind of be up there, some down here. Just kind of add it around, not too much though, just a bit. Alright, and then you're going to want to lower the opacity on it just a tiny bit. Let's say about 55. And then if you also want, you can add some more, just different styles, I guess. Here's one that we can add. If my computer will spawn, there you go. There you go. So there's your overall backing. So next what you want to do is the last part, which is text. So I'm going to add my text. Let's do it over the phase logo, so right on top of it. Professional text that I would say that I always use is Bank Gothic. It's right here. If you guys want to look it up, I'll put a link in the description for a download link that you guys can download. So let's put, oops. So you can't see it that well, so just highlight it and go up here. Click on this right here and put the color to black. Let's have it match the phase logo. Official Twitter of alright, and instead of clicking on this and messing with this, what I normally do is Control T and then Shift Alt, hold those down and make it smaller that way. That's what I like doing. Drag it to the middle. Oops, that looks perfect. Okay, last part, blending options. Then you want to do drop shadow. This is the last step that you guys want to do. Turn distance off to 0, I mean. Size, I'd say, size maybe, why is my computer, there you go, okay. Size, I put it at maybe 18, spread, a bit higher. This just adds like a little darkness in the back. I like doing it. Turn this to normal. The opacity, you don't want to put it at 100. It does not look good. Put it at 50. And there you go. Zoom out using Control- key. And then there you go. There's your professional / grungy looking header. You can also do these with YouTube banners as well. I think these are really fun and they are really unique. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this tutorial, please leave a like down below, and also be sure to write in the comments what tutorial you guys would like next. I have a revamp similar to this. It's in my portfolio. I'll leave a link to my portfolio also in the description so you guys can see the other one that I made if you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like on this and comment. See you guys later. Peace.